Hey, what up, everybody fans? I am back with another video reviewing the first the first filler arc in season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. This is a filler, and I know I said I was gonna do it next time, but I said do at least do free review. Try my best to get through the up to the Dungeon Monsters arc. Should be hard, and I keep forgetting Dungeon Monsters is actually a 4 episode story, not a 3 episode story. I don't know how I keep getting mixed up with that, but. When I'm going to talk about some bit. I will talk about all the things. Then I'll save some of them for the start of the Battle City arc, because something's happening now. Because there's some specific things that story that needs to be said there. I remember. So yeah, this video arc is only 2 episodes long, and it's all right. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I do like the message of friendship in the story. And that it's an alright episode. It's an alright arc. But interesting, now there's some things that happen in this arc that predate some things in the manga. I'm guessing. So, delay, let's get into it. So we continue where we left off after Ari's introduction in the previous arc. I do have to, go by quickly on that. I do apologize. I should not have done it super long. That's my fault. But yeah, I'll probably be better by the time I do another big review. The first half of the Battle City arc, which goes up to the Blip Bow before we cut off to the finals, the semi-finals, the last 4 duelists. So yeah, the anime takes a break in between with a longer story arc. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, Bowser is was the last arc in the manga to feature the card game. Because it didn't go into the final arc. Which I'll talk about when I review that in the manga. I want to review the manga versions first. I already seen the anime versions. I'm going to be more familiar with that story, see how they're different, and see what's different in the Japanese versions as well. It'll be tomorrow, but I don't do work, so I can at least watch Spy Family's movie. I wanted to go see that in cinemas, but no, it didn't even come out, even though it was supposed to, release in the UK that day. I'm still salty about that. I wanted to see that film in cinemas. But I'll say that about it when I review the movie. So, yeah, as I said, the story arc continues after the introduction of Bakura with my Bookable side. Now, in the anime, it's suggested that Bakura never got regained control after the Duel's Kingdom arc. But in manga, it's obvious he's not aware of the Millennium Wind's power activating the spirit still inside him. As he's still normal until only when the spirit's controlled. It just makes it seem like he's in complete control, pretending to be Bakura. I like Bakura in the Duelist Kingdom arc, but he's just being pushed aside. I can tell he's being pushed aside. I don't think he's even in the filler arcs. Then he's placed by another character in that arc. So he's kind of replaced by another character in that story. It'd be nice, but oh wow. I don't know why the anime wants to push him aside. He's a main character in the manga. Is it because he's more demon-like? I don't know. Is it like it's pretty obvious there are animes pushing the character aside to a secondary role? Like setting up setting him up to be a true antagonist. It's still being set up in a manga, But we still had time with Bakura than just real than Yami Bakura. So yeah, you spend more time with. I don't know. So here's my complaints with the character, and it's kind of sad. I don't like Bakura's character. And I prefer Ted Lewis's voice than the Japanese PA, who I forgot to mention played him last episode. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of the actress that played him. Yes, actress. He's designed to be more feminine in the Japanese version. Because he's more softer, similar to Yugi. He was played by a female actor in the original. Sorry, in season 0. Anyway, in the Japanese version, he's played by Rika Matsumoto. The name sounds familiar. Is it? I'll be one of those. Pokemon, say it again! I actually can't say it. She's wonderful playing Ash from Pokemon. Or Satoshi in the Japanese version. She's also been in a lot of other things. She's a talented singer as well. She's been in Kamen Rider. Well, not exactly. She's suddenly opening the Kamen Rider with Yuki. That's cool. She was in GQ Sentai 5 Man in 1990. And big around 34 years later, might be miscalculating on the time, but she returned to Super Sentai. And he played another robot character, Bundario in Bakuage Sentai Bunbunja. She even sang the ending theme, which I think is good. It's good Sentai Handlings are back. Mostly when it's signed Rika Matsumoto signed on to become part of the series, he brought back endings just to use her selling talent. I like Sentai endings. They just catchy. I like and they do dances too. Sorry. My fault, but well, might be earlier. Might be voice pains. She's not used to playing the character yet, so voice actors need time to probably play the characters and stuff. Like Dan Green in the English dub. Compare how he played Yugi and Yami Yugi. Compare how he played Yami Yugi back in episode 1, and now he is towards the end of the series. He really improved his vocal range as a character, making an iconic performance. So, and I like Ted Lewis's performance as Bakura because he managed to get both the softer side of Bakura and the evil side of young Bakura. Just a brilliant portrayal. And the animation looks a little rough in the first few the Dungeon Dice Monsters. Yeah. So yeah, and just I know I went on too long about that. Sorry, but Matsumoto, I just don't feel as Bakura. She just doesn't sound good for the character. I'm just saying, nothing against the actress. I love her. I like her as Mario, but her as Bakura, I just not sound it. Maybe that's why you replace her later down the line. I think. See, Bakura has 2 listed Japanese voice actresses. And I'll get to that when we cover the Battle City arc, because I think the voice change happens there. I do not know when. Definitely won't be at the start, but maybe. We'll see. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had sort of 3 or so Japanese openings. Sort of. I mean, it's the same. I mean, most of these story arcs, Yu-Gi-Oh! The same opening for a lot of the story first, all the way up to End of Battle's Memory. With just some differences in the ending part. No visual differences in the entire thing. I can see anyway. So I can. So I wish they weren't lazy for the openings. But I do like the first opening. I think it's called Voice. It's catchy. Just as iconic as Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, iconic dub opening. Speaking of which, I do want to talk about a bit of a rant whenever Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. Or maybe should I say that for dub reviews? Actually, I could do season reviews alongside while keep watching the Japanese versions. Do be something, maybe a little bit of a project to do while I'm at it. Good way for me to experience these in seasons I've not seen all the way through and give my thoughts on them. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Anyway, Coquette shows up, one of Pegasus' butlers, basically saying that Pegasus is going to the hospital. And says everyone's souls are back. A victory. Yuki won. Like I said in the previous video, I do not know the reason why they kept Pegasus alive in the anime. He was killed off in the manga. So you could tell all the sequel series spin-offs are anime exclusive, continuing the anime story. I'll also be covering Dark Side of Dimensions, but that movie will be covered after I finish the manga. And both the manga and the anime, actually. If I don't finish the Battle City arc by the time, I'll take a break before reviewing the Battle's Memory arc. And finish up the anime. It's best to do that. There's a lot of filler arcs to get through too. But especially one of the best filler arcs. Anyway, Yugi skipped to the card called Ties of Friendship, which is exclusive to the anime and is only important for these two episodes. So, after Mukama and Kaiba reunite, everyone gets off the island. Now the manga is they also wanted to Kaiba's helicopter. We get a comedic scene with that. The manga, something Kaiba was not exactly happy about. What a tournament guy. Pegasus could literally set up some accommodations for duelists throughout the island. Which creates some special rest areas instead of camping out. That's a weird thing. It's a weird fucking thing to ask me. Like, yeah, duelists can rest outside and stuff, but they should actually give them places to sleep instead of just sleeping outside where it could be dangerous and stuff. These places where they can actually have food. That's rules compared. Some duelists could actually starve to death. Say, Pegasus is pretty fucked up. And no one thought to question him on his rules. I'm just saying, even proper commentations to send people back home. Or losers could liberties being packed up in a shack. They're staying until the tournament's over. I don't know how many days has passed on the island in the story. Anyway, I don't know. Next day, the gang business goes to the hospital to meet up with Sugoroku. Who'll say with Yugi's mother, who we'll see in the Battle City arc. Once. I'm not joking. She was technically shown twice, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's what bugged me a bit. I talked about this before, but when I reviewed the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc where she first appeared, can someone tell me, why did Takahashi include her in the first damn place? She doesn't have any appearances. She doesn't have any interactions, barely. Only has one episode, or chapter, whatever. Doesn't even interact with anyone else. She didn't even appear in the original story, in the pre-duel era. In the pre-duel stories. So yeah, that's my complaint with the character. She's just pretty bet the egg. Just like, what's the whole point of her? Four kids made the right choice of cutting her out. Anyway, again, and Sakurako head on home without Yugi's mother. Again, what's the whole point of her? I know this is not time program, but I can't help it. Okay, what's the whole point of this character? I'm just saying, what's the whole point of this fucking character if she has no significant part in the story? So Shigoroku doesn't have that much parts, but she's actually allowed to interact with the fucking cast and funny moments. Now, in the early chapters of the manga, he was more provocative. He was a bit pervert, like a pervert too, when he talked about mentions Anzu's chest. But that was spelled out too, alongside Yugi's perviness. Right. When they run into a young girl. Her name is Rebecca, and she knows she's a champ. She's the number one champion in the USA, and she's here for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. One she claims that Sugoroku stole. And you know who told her this? Bandit fucking Keith. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't think of a question this, but in the dub, right? Why would she think he stole it? When her grandfather told her that he gave the card to bugger. Shit, I just spoiled it by accident. Sorry about that. What was I saying? She basically challenges Sugoroku to a duel. She gets the Blue Eyes White Dragon back. Ends up negotiation. Since she won't listen to no choice, they ask Muck about the Ball Arena at Kaiba Land. But the Kaiba yada. Rokumo reluctantly agrees. Kaiba, she watched the duel as well. So the duels, Rebecca seems to be not that good. Even though she claims to be the US champion. But really, that's just a ploy. A pretty clever strategy. As the reveal, she's actually using it to power up a ghoul monster she has. But she's doing it disrespectfully. Like, just sacrificing willy-nilly. As the duel goes on, Sugoroku realizes this girl, her name is Rebecca Hopkins, or Hopkins, seems what it said in the Japanese version. I'm not sure though. Might be in the sub that said Hopkins. Hopkins. Now, Professor Hopkins actually is a character from the manga, sort of. As he was only mentioned and shown, only mentioned briefly in one of the chapters. I think it was a museum story. The museum mini arc. Well, that's when the game first met Shari in the manga. And even mentioned his connection. Even mentioned him. Oh, come on! Sorry. They even mentioned him. They did mention him in doing the Duelist Kingdom arc during the dinner scene. As the photo is still in the anime, but they don't mention it since they haven't met him in this continuity. Yeah, Yugi. Yeah. Hey, Sugoroku reveals that this duel is going exactly how he did when he dueled against Arthur. As he gets to a story of how they met. I'm sorry, just checking. Stop pissing about that. Anyway, the American archaeology dig in Egypt. No, Arthur was a brilliant archaeologist. You know, too. I have many good theories, but they were laughed at. But one of the things mentioned in a flashback actually sets up the Battle City arc. I'm serious. Like, this is a filler arc, by the way. Obviously, that arc did not exist in the manga at the time. But mostly Takahashi was planning it. And basically asked the anime staff to include a reference. I'll get to what that is later. There's even one monster actually does an ability to do a direct attack by attributing the monster. Which is just like what we see later in the series. When there's no card on there's no monster on opponent's field, you could do a direct attack. That's a common thing, we know. But back in the original run of Duel Monsters, the monster that's also attacks do not work. You can't do that. But this monster can. It's interesting when you look from a modern perspective. The direct attacks are common these days, but not back then. So it's quite interesting. Anyway, Sugoroku and Hawkins got trapped in the cabin. That's the time, and when they decided to duel each other, and with water on the line, the winner gets it since there's a little bit of water left. Take respect each other. And the duel is going exactly how it's going now. Actually, Yuki can understand what Sugoroku's getting at. Basically, Sugoroku wants Yuki to play his own way. Since Rebecca's just not really caring about her cards much. It's also Yuki's waiting for a certain card. Since Yuki managed to draw it, Marriage is not unsure though. As we get a flashback too. As Sugoroku surrenders the duel. Yugi does too. By just being cocky and stuff. And she's pretty pissed. I found out that Rua's dragon card was wet. Maybe because of Kaiba. But Arthur Hawkins actually shows up. Scolding Rebecca. Obviously his friend for a long time. It makes it reveals to Rebecca that Yugi would have won the duel if he didn't surrender. By that specific card. The reason Sugoroku surrendered was for Arthur's health. Because he was really exhausted. I was exhausted in Sugoroku, so he didn't have it. And luckily rescued. Shows respect and kindness for your opponents. Rebecca ends up learning that lesson and apologizes. Showing friendship, Yuki gives her the Ties of Friendship card. Symbolism of what their grandfathers did. A card is a sign of friendship. Full circle. I do like that idea. It's actually a really cool idea to bring in that character from the manga. It was only mentioned to expand on him. I actually like how they expand on him. I don't think what chosen to him was clever. Mike Pollack. You know? Dr. Iroh Robotnik, Eggman, will take over Sonic's world. I can't remember any of those iconic lines. But yeah, Mike Pollack, well-known voice of Dr. Eggman, since Sonic X. Anyway, you know, episode ends with on a great note. Now, Becca's Japanese BA is annoying. It's one of the things I don't like about the character early on. she's a little annoying early on. I don't know that mellows out later. Yeah, she makes appearances again, but I'm not telling you where till we get there. You Next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters will be the Virtual World arc, which is only 3 episodes, and I can't wait to talk about it. My thoughts on the story, since there actually were good stakes in it. So we'll see how that goes. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel, notification bell. Be up to date all the videos that comes out of the future. And see you guys later for Virtual World and Dungeon Dice Masters arcs. Kill Phoenix out.